So when I do an interior situation like this, or this, or this, I need to start out by deciding where my back wall is going to be. So I have my white layer. I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to get my rectangle tool, and I'm going to decide where my back wall is going to be. I want it to be a little bit higher because I don't want to show as much ceiling. And it can be a rectangle or it can be a square. I guess either one is a rectangle. I want to give lots of room to make a wall and a room there. Next, I'm going to decide on my vanishing point. So I'm going to use the brush and decide where that vanishing point is going to be. Now, I'm going to go back to that line, and I'm going to take and make a line that goes from my vanishing point through that corner and clear off the page. Let's do that for the next corner so I know where my next wall is. From the vanishing point through that corner and off the page. From the vanishing point through that corner to the off the page, through the vanishing point, through that corner, and off the page. And it looks like a weird, some people think it should be an X. It doesn't necessarily end up being an X. It all depends on where my vanishing point is. So now I'm going to just get a fill bucket, choose some arbitrary color to be my wall, wall, choose an arbitrary color because in the end I'm going to color it different for my floor. And let's fade this because this is not really going to be showing on my final layer. It's just a guideline to help me as I'm going through my next steps. Now I can add a layer. This is going to be my vanishing lines. And I'm going to make it semi-transparent. And then I'm going to add another layer. We're going to call that furniture and keep that opaque. So let's draw our first piece of furniture. So at this point I just sped up the camera and you're going to see that I'm flipping between the furniture layer and the vanishing lines layer. So when I'm in black, I was on the furniture. Now I'm going to do my vanishing lines, so I made sure I'm on my vanishing lines layer. And you can see that it's blue over there, and you can see that these vanishing lines are faded. Back to the furniture layer to do the other part of my bed. And you obviously don't need to be doing a bed in your space. I'm just showing you how you can flip back and forth. Notice that when I'd made my bed, I started out lined up with the back wall. You just always want to be aware of what layer you're on, and that's part of the reason why we faded that vanishing lines layer, so that if you're trying to draw something black and it looks gray, then you know you're on the wrong layer. If you're trying to do a color for your vanishing lines layer and it comes in really dark, then you know you're probably on your furniture layer. At this point, I could do the other part of my bed, and I just do it as a smaller post here. And I could do another post and line it up, but that's the basics of it.